Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Replay Icewind Dale the Enhanced Edition. Or is it a replay anymore? For when last we left off, we left Lower Dawn's Deep and began the expansion, Heart of Winter. Content that I've never done before. But I did go back to the Fallen Temple in Lower Dawn's Deep and actually spoke to the head priest because I forgot to do that in the save where I left off here. That has earned me a level for Magnus. And Magnus is going to gain a proficiency point, and I'm going to put that into Two-Handed Sword, so that we get +2 to hit and +1 damage, which is always nice. Ready. Which means now that with his sword, he has a Thaco of quite a low number. 0! I'm going to take that. I'm absolutely going to take that. We are now here at the behest of a barbarian who seeks to prevent war between the barbarian horde and the 10 towns. We'd rather prevent that as well because, yeah, we're trying to save Kuldahar and the 10 towns right now from a super evil threat, and if it gets destroyed by an entirely tangential threat, we've still failed. Let's explore around Lonelywood and see if we can find a merchant. We really do want to go find a merchant. See what sort of gear is available here in this town. And here is someone by a well. The stone well descends into blackness. Hello, Haley. How you doing? Help! Help me, please! My brother and I were playing, and he fell down the well. I think he's hurt.
Calm yourself, girl. What's your name?
My name's Haley Dunn. I dared my brother to climb down the well, and he did, but he slipped, and I heard him fall. Please help him.
I have no rope. I shall see if I can help at once.
My father has some rope. He can get my brother out.
Your father? Which house is his?
He's on the far north side of town, in the eastern corner, next to the woods. Please hurry.
I'm off. I shall return quickly, Haley. Stay with your brother.
We have a quest! Yay! Go help someone that's fallen down the well. The game says go quickly. We don't need to go quickly. Hello, Rawley Galloway. My poor brother, he's gonna die! I'll probably be fine. And here's Carl. Let's go speak to Carl.
Well met, stranger, on this damnable cold day. Who are you? My name's Carl Ryder. I work for the Galloway Trading Center. We're stuck here till this whole barbarian business blows over. What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat? Nothing much. We just work around here. I think Rawley might know a bit more, though. Farewell, Carl.
Let's speak to you.
What do you want? If you're looking for a ride, tough luck. We're not going anywhere for a while. Well, who are you? I'm Rawley Galloway, caravan master for the Galloway Trading Costa. Me and my men are stuck here because of those idiot savages out on Bremen's Run. Are you the brother of Imus Galloway, head of the Galloway Trading Costa? No, I just happen to have the same last name. Quit wasting my time with stupid questions. What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat? I already said everything I know. The barbarians are out on Bremen's Run, and they're not going anywhere. Want to find out more? Go ask the hairy goits yourself. It's just a few miles to the east of here.
Thanks.
Isn't there any other way out of Lonelywood? This time of year is what we Icewind Dale locals like to call winter. Look out on the lake. You get past the burial isle and the whole darned thing's frozen. Any other route is directly over rough land, no trails. What is the burial isle? It's the island out in Mare Dulden, where all the savages bury their dead war heroes. The locals avoid it, as though Merkel himself charged the toll for admission. Farewell.
So, we're not going to get any information from you. And you're going to stand by that well.
And hello you.
It's, Gemaliah. What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm Gemaliah Smithson. I work for the Costa, the trading Costa.
What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat?
Nothing. I don't have no information for you. I'm not from around here.
Farewell then.
Done.
Short and to the point. Let's go into here. See if we can find anyone to talk to. If that is, we can pathfind towards the door. Now, being an expansion area, there's probably going to be some nice loot lying around.
Right then.
Not here, though. There is, however, you, Emmerich Hawk.
Well met, strangers. What can I do for you? Who are you? My name is Emmerich Hawke. Who might you be? I'm Magnus Bronswell. Tell me, Emmerich, what is it you do for a living? I'm a bowyer by trade. I craft bows for trade with a few caravans that find their way up here to Lonelywood. It's not much, but it's an honest living. Besides, it allows me the freedom to pursue my true calling. And what is your true calling? I am what you might call a caretaker of these woods. I keep an eye on the local hunters and loggers and make sure that they do not take more than the forest is willing to offer. So you're some kind of guardian of the forest? Guardian? Perhaps once I may have been worthy of such a role before I lost the favor of the Forest Father, but now that he has taken his blessing from me, I'm just another man that lives in the shadow of the forest. Who is this Forest Father? The Forest Father is the eternal guardian of the forest. He is the god of all wild and untamed nature throughout Faerun. Priests and druids of the realms call him Sylvanus, though he is known by many names. Well, why have you fallen from his favor? Ever since the three brothers arrived in town, trapping in the forest has been out of control. Despite my best efforts, I've been unable to stop them. Now the Forest Father is punishing me for my failure. What makes you say that? 3 days ago, while walking in the woods, I encountered a great white wolf. Such beasts are very rare and considered by some to be the sacred protectors of the forest. In an instant, the wolf was upon me. I searched desperately for a way to escape, but the beast was relentless in its fury. Before I could react, it pounced on me, sinking its fangs deep into the exposed flesh just above my collar. What happened next? The height of the massive wolf had me pinned to the ground, but I somehow managed to wriggle my left arm free enough to slip a dagger from my boot. Just as the beast's powerful jaws began to tighten around my neck, I buried the dagger in its belly. Did you kill it? No, but the cut was deep enough to save my life. The wounded beast ceased its attack and bounded away into the forest, leaving me barely conscious in a pool of my own blood. I should have died that day. I know that now. The wolf was the manifestation of the Forest Father's vengeance. The fact that I survived has only served to anger him further. That is why he punishes me by denying his blessing. Let me ask you something else. What do you know about this barbarian threat? For the past week or so, droves of barbarians have been spotted moving steadily southward towards the 10 towns. It's much too late in the season for the tribes to be following the migration of the reindeer herd. I fear their presence here could mean only one thing. War. We've heard the barbarians have a camp nearby. Do you know where it is? I have noticed that the eastern edge of the forest has been unusually quiet these past few days, almost as if something has driven the animals out. If there is a barbarian camp out there, it probably lies somewhere in the east of the forest, perhaps hidden upon the rocky shelves of Bremen's Run. We have that information from someone else, but it's good to get it confirmed. I'd like to know more about the town of Lonelywood. Sorry, but I'm not really one to gossip. You see, I spend most of my time outside of town, looking after the forest. Well, what do you have for sale? Okay, what do you have? The Storm Bow +2. I mean, that's quite good, but the bow's not better than what I'm currently using. I was kind of hoping you'd have some better gear. You have an ammo belt. I'll certainly buy that off you. And with that in mind, I will put some of these arrows into the ammo belt. And then I'm going to buy some more arrows. Buy a lot more arrows. Excuse me. I just want to buy some more arrows. There we go. Buy a couple more arrows. Just fill this up with some arrows. That way I'm never going to run out of ammunition. I do want to buy the other arrows that you have. Let's see. I'd like to buy these magic arrows here. And these arrows here. Gonna cost a bit, but it will be worth it. I mean, by a bit, I mean like 9,000. But I will... Ooh, goblin arrows. On a successful hit, a goblin is summoned next to the target for 17 rounds. That's, not as good as it makes itself out to be. Like, yay, you summoned a goblin! That is totally not useful. You know, we have enough +1 arrows that we could maybe actually use some +1 arrows. And I will. I will put some +1 arrows there. Just so that we can have a bit of variety, just in case we need magic arrows. Anyway, we have bought some arrows.
Right then.
And there's nothing else in here, so let us keep looking around. And that is the ranger's cabin. That is the trading post. Can we go into the trading post? No! A shame. So we need to find another merchant. Let's go into here. Don't worry, your brother's not going to die. It'll be fine. In we go into here. Ooh, this looks like a temple.
Is that all?
Let's say hello. Quinn Silverfinger. Welcome, travellers, to the Golden Lodge, shrine to Joaquin. I am Grand Sindar Quinn Silverfinger, but my friends just call me Quinn. What can I do for you on this fine, chilly day?
What do you do here?
Well, I do what all good priests of Joaquin do. I maintain relations with the craftsmen in town, monitor trade, and provide encouragement to enterprising businessmen.
Is it common for halflings to become priest of Joaquin?
No, it's actually quite rare. I joined the church because, unlike my plump kin, I have the ambition and dedication to succeed in business. I was quite successful at the Golden Spires in Arm. Why did you find a shrine in Lonelywood? Icewind Dale is one of the most remote areas in Faerun. I felt it was my challenge and duty to bring trade and commerce to this desolate place. I see a golden future in these icy wastes.
What do you know about Lonelywood and the barbarian threat?
Not much. All I know is that buffoon of a man, Baldemar, is probably handling the situation with the political grace of a walrus.
That doesn't sound like a person we want to meet. Why do you believe that?
Baldemar is a country-grown man, simple as dirt. He likes to think he's above everyone else because he's got some coin. Someday I'd like to see a smart halfling come in here and show these bumpkins a thing or two about how to run a small town.
What healing services do you have?
You have... Ooh! Okay! You're the person with things. Oh, you're the person with things. Right, what do you have? A Montor's Legacy +3, which is a sword that does a lot of damage to undead. The Flail of Mai, which has a 5% chance of petrifying the target. That's amazing. Inconsequence +3, which deals more damage against good and evil creatures. The Kinetic Spear. 5% of all hits initiate a Lance of Disruption on my target. The 3 White Doves, which is a... Oh, wow! That just destroys undead and, like, planar creatures. Joaquin's Defender is not bad. Sarutobi Stone Breakers. +1 strength. +2 damage when attacking with fists. That's more of a monk thing then. Oil of Second Chances. Studded Leather Armor +2. It's a shame the rest of it is not really that great. Because I really wouldn't mind having, you know, some better gear. But sadly, it's not the best thing. Okay, here is your room. There is a small little thing here that I'm most certainly going to look at.
No problem.
There's a door, too. And a locked chest. Finally, the game is throwing locked chests at me. And in here is a lot of stuff and a sling. This sling looks pretty good. Quinn's Fancy Sling +3. The sling was blessed for Quinn Silverfinger by Quinn's superior at the Golden Spires in Arm. Quinn was quite proud of the sling and carried it with him always. He only had reason to use the sling on 3 different occasions, but it proved to be very useful. That is a +5 sling. Also, this is going in here, because that is the other badge. It's a good sling. I suppose we can give you it. Better than Edley's sling. There we go. Now have a sling. And no one's going to mind that I did this, because the game is coded in such a way that no one's going to notice. Yay! They should, but no one's going to notice. So you have a ton of good magical gear. Unfortunately, not gear I want. I really hoped it was gear that I wanted. Is this a small little bridge? It's a small bridge that goes absolutely nowhere. Okay. 18 men and an old dead squid. Hey, Ned.
Here, mateys. How you be doing? The name's Ned. Young Ned. I be the sharpest sailor around these parts. Who be ye?
My name is Magnus Bronswell. What do you do in Lonelywood?
I row boats out in the Grand Mediterranean. Keeps me eye open for rocks and ice under the water. Some say I be the best sailor in Icewind Dale since me old Uncle Jed. That's a nice boat you're working on. Oh, that be Solara. Thom named her after his dear dead wife. She aren't done yet, though. When Thom finishes her, I can take ye out on the lake. The other boats are all just too small, see? What do you know about Lonelywood? Barbarian threat. Oh, I knows bits and pieces. Haven't heard much good gossip lately, but I can tell you that the 3Ds be rubbing Emmerich's fur the wrong way recently. 3Ds? Aye, Dingback, Dumbbutt, and whatever the other one be called. They be thugs, the worst kind of scum. Emmerich knows they be up to no good. Only a matter of time, says I. Farewell.
I'm here.
I stabbed him in his orb of sight by Umberlee's wicked cloak. Well, we have this place here. I'm not sure we can... Oh, we can actually get up to that. Huh, we can get up to that. And over there is, boats. Good to know. So up we go. Into here. Things to loot, but there is Thom Farrell here. Why, welcome to Lonelywood, friends. Your faces don't look familiar to me. Then again, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Name's Thom. Thom Farrell. Well met, Thom. I'm Magnus Bronswell. What do you do in Lonelywood? I drink a lot of ale, mostly. Between tankards, I try to earn a living building boats. Small boats, usually. Big ones aren't much use around here. Lots of ice, rocks. What about the boat outside? It's bigger than the others. Oh yeah, I've been working on her for quite a spell. She'll be done in a while. Maybe then young Ned can take you out in the lake. Do it myself, but my eyes aren't too good anymore. Well, what do you know about the barbarian threat? Oh, shoot. I never pay much attention to nothing in town. I guess there's some political nonsense going on. But I don't give a hoot. Same goes for this barbarian talk. They aren't going to do anything. Why'd you think that? Those lumpheads out on the plain been threatening to attack the 10 towns for years now. Not empty threats, you ask me. Well, farewell then. So his eyesight's not that good. We're going to put this to the test. Is his eyesight so bad that he can't see what's going on here? So if I go over here, turn you round.
Yes.
There are 2 chests here. Are they trapped? No. Are they locked? No.
Here I go.
Do they have anything useful in them? No. I'm actually just going to leave them be. They're kind of rubbish. Nothing really worth taking. So, we've looked there, we've looked there. We have this building here, which looks pretty big. It's probably the Tavern, if I were to guess. Let's find out. Oh, it's the Tavern. So, we have Rolled Tunnel Fist. We have Hobart's Stubble Toes. We have Murdog. We have Kieran Nye. And we have Amber Dunn. Oh, Amber. Hello. Well now, aren't you a sight for tired eyes? A new face in Lonelywood, and such a handsome one too. What's your name? I'm Magnus Bronswell. Who are you? Amber Dunn. Just Amber will do. How did you get here? Are you here with one of the caravans? You're Haley's mother? Haley? That thrice-damned girl. Can't a day go by without that brat getting herself into trouble? Entirely too much of an idiot father in her. I met Haley in the town, by the town well. Your son is trapped inside the well and needs your help. Oh, my son! Ha! Fell hard for one of her little lies, did you? Lies? What do you mean? I have no son, yet the brat will tell every traveller who steps into Lonelywood her brother's fallen into the well, just to put the fear into them. Sounds like Haley could use her mother's hand to guide her away from such things. Not mine. I may have birthed her, but I'll have nothing to do with her or her idiot father. By the hells, how did we even start talking about this? Let's discuss it no longer, then. I wanted to ask you about the barbarian threat instead. Threat? Ha! There's no threat. The worst that could happen is the Northmen come burn this wretched little town to the ground. Best thing could happen to the place, if you ask me. You would be pleased if this town, your home, burned to the ground? Pleased? Nay, blessed.
for then there would be nothing trapping any of us here.
Indeed. If the barbarians attacked, they would butcher everyone in this town, including your family.
My family? We're already dead. Another death will not matter. Now enough of this talk of barbarians and this damn town. If you won't have a drink, then leave me to mine.
Okay. I'll go then.
Ready.
Not even buying any booze.
Easy as goblin pie.
What you be wanting, stranger? Can't you see I be in my cups? Well, who are you?
I be Roll Tunnelfist of the Clan Battlehammer. And who do I have the pleasure of being pestered by?
I'm Magnus Bronswell. Rolled, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Aye, a pleasure it is to meet you, friends. Now speak your mind. What you be wanting?
You look like you've seen battle recently.
Aye, it was about a week hence. Know ye the barbarian camp east of here?
Yes, I've heard the barbarians have gathered nearby.
Well, me and my followers were sent by the clan to scout the camp. Damn savages spotted us and set us up like a pack of dogs. We were backed against a bluff with nowhere to run. We knew you were trapped, so we had at 'em. If we were to die, we were not to die alone. And my fellows fell to those savage blades. I knew my time had come, and I steadied myself for their blows. Sudden-like, this deep voice booms out, and they steps back. A giant of a man comes forward and glares at me. Must have been 7 feet tall, and he was wearing the markings of a king. Carried a double-bladed battle axe bigger than myself.
What happened next?
He raises his axe and swings at me. Almost had me, too. He was so fast with the blade, I barely raised my shield in time to block the blow. Last thing I remember was my shield shattering and me falling from the bluff. I woke up in a pile of broken branches in the trees below. They must have broken me fall. I bandaged myself up and limped into town. Been here ever since.
Was there anything else you could tell me about the barbarians?
Not a thing. Me and my fellows never made it to the camp proper. Plenty of guards on alert as well.
What do you intend to do next?
As soon as I be fit to travel, I'll report back to the clan. It'd be up to the clan elders what course to take next. Until then, I've been mourning my loss of my fellows.
I must take my leave then.
Farewell. And when we come back, folks, we found out that there is no brother down the well. We're going to have to confront her about that. We're also going to talk to everyone else here and hopefully find some more loot and get some more information. Maybe we'll find the leader of the town. It's not likely, but if we do, I doubt we're going to have much to say to them because they don't seem to be very well regarded. Probably because, according to the town, they're an idiot. If they are, we'll find out. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.